What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So today's video is going to be a little different than the rest of my videos. 99% of the time I have the trainers for the cards, or I kind of explain half-assedly how it will operate. But before we get into how I will run Charlotte for a while and what I plan on doing moving forward with Charlotte after the 99 MP drops off, I want to do a quick cut to moveset, I should say, and video from Simon, who is one of my subscribers and a good friend of mine. He was willing to record the video for Charlotte and show what it looks like to run her double black into submission moveset with Striker Goldberg. So with that being said, we're going to shoot over to that video real quick and we'll come right back. Okay, guys, so this is the moveset that Simon sent me. This is arguably, this is arguably the strongest build for Charlotte moving forward. This is post 99 MP increase. This is post nonsense galore. For everybody who has Goldberg and Showboat Nakamura where they need to be at max trainer level, this is probably going to be one of your go-tos. Say the triple blue is nerfed for a feud, and you're like, oh crap, I can't use Charlotte. Nope, you can still use Charlotte right here. So we're going to hit play and watch how this progresses. So he's going up against a 6-star silver Raquel Rodriguez with 27 million health. Going with the Gutbuster, stealing 10 million health because of Nakamura, laying out 3 Juggernauts instead of the 2. Going with the German Suplex, finding the location similar to what you do with Tech Cody. Swipe, perfect wild card. And that health is just gone. 30 million health erased. Going into the submission to win the fight. Beautiful. And that is how simple that can be. Now, post 99 MP increase, unless she is on the middle row, unless she is on the middle row, you're going to want to use, if you have him, NWO Perfect, to give +2 black MP, +2 green MP. Now, if they're on the middle row, it doesn't necessarily matter. So keep that in mind. Middle row is going to be efficient. So after seeing all this, thank you so much, Simon, for sending this to me. I greatly appreciate it. Now back to the rest of the video. Honestly, one of the strongest movesets I have ever witnessed. In a female perspective, at least. That is 1 out of 2 extremely strong movesets for Charlotte. So at least the door is open for more than one, especially with the way the feuds work and certain gems being nerfed and everything else in between. Just bravo. And I said it in the video of watching it, but I'm going to say it again. Thank you so much, Simon. I greatly appreciate you doing that for me, brother. And moving on from that to how I run Charlotte now. So for the remainder of this month, or actually for the remainder of this month, which is 3 more days, and then going into the month of June, Charlotte will be 99 MP increase. So every chance I get a chance to use her, I'm going to. And we're going to go with this setup right here, our big boot. We're going to deal 284,000 damage and make the bottom row into Pyro green gems, which will modify all gems above it into green gems when broken by you. Excuse me, I got the burps today. That's going to follow up with the head scissors takedown. We're going to deal 180,000 damage and increase your green gem damage by 119% for 1 turn. This does not affect bonus damage. They say it, but I disagree sometimes. However, that's going to end up going into our spear. We're going to deal 161,000 damage and choose a 7x6 area to swap into green gems. Then we're going to deal 449,666 damage and choose a 7x1 area to swap into blue gems. So with all that knowledge, we're just going to go green gem buff all the way across the board. If you don't have CM Punk, which a lot of people don't, you can easily switch him out for Booker T, get that green or 12k damage, works just fine. Same thing with Raquel here. The main reason I went with percentage is because I do plan on taking Charlotte Flair's 6-star gold. So when she goes 6-star gold, these are going to be the most beneficial for said month. Following that, the power kind of falls off just a little bit because you have to put in MP trainers. but it doesn't fall off nearly as much as what you would think. Showboat Luger for 12k more damage, and Zombie Becky here for 30% more green damage. Again, we're only focusing green damage or green gem damage across the board. So search every single one of your trainers, all your coaches, go with the strongest percentage you can get to, or flat gem damage. You'll be just fine. So we're going to look at the belt real quick. Our belt is not fully unlocked yet. I don't have those. I just need, I think, 16.3k more. I can unlock this final slot. I did get the 100% gem damage belt for her from this last Flash Feud event. That was very beneficial and honestly helped me out quite a bit because the belt I had on her sucked. We're going to go with Fury 2 across the board once this is open. Now, Charlotte was one of those ones I couldn't quite figure out a plate for. But I did see someone in this last Flash Feud throw on Sean's Showstopper. It's a basic plate. You can get this crap in the plate store at the bottom of the shop for one medallion that you get during the talent up. Whenever you break 3 or more blue gems, make 7 red gems into green gems at the end of your turn. The main reason for this is it does have a potential to trigger twice. It's guaranteed to trigger once. It's 50-50 on whether it's going to trigger twice. So what potentially happens is when you do the 7x6 on your green, it creates a wild card. Sometimes you do blow up blue gems. However, sometimes it doesn't work that way. But what does wind up happening is you do have a green gem, 1 or 2 across the bottom of the board. When you do the 7x6, obviously it's going to take that green gem with, and sometimes, just sometimes, this basic plate has a tendency to turn one of the red gems on that line that was broken into a green gem, increasing your damage just a little bit more. And sometimes that little bit is enough to win the fight. I honestly think this is probably one of the best ones for her at this moment until something new comes out. Same thing with the ultimate plate. I'm not 100% on a generator for that one. I guess if you have the break black, get green gems, that'll work. I think that's one of the ultimate plates. But outside of that, it would be a green defensive plate or Piper's plate if you have a spare one. Or if you have one and you don't have a pyro card that you like, toss it on her. It works beautifully. All right, so we're going to hop in here against Nikki Cross and do some damage. Yes, she shows 6-star bronze, but she's 6-star silver. I'm trying really hard to get to League 23 so I can start fighting golds left, right, and center. She's got 20 million health right now. By the end of this, she will have very, very little, if none at all. So we're going to hit that big boot. We're going to go into the head scissors takedown. Drop her to the ground. And then we're going to go with the spear. As you can see right here, we do have a green down here at the bottom. So that is going to get taken away. Hopefully this time it shows it's going to. There is that plate triggering. There is a green gem right there in the center. And that added just a little bit more damage. Just enough to make her life a little bit miserable. We're not going to get a second tick off that, but we did erase her completely. And that's what matters. So, Charlotte Flair, bow down to the queen. I will bow every single time. I'm not a huge Charlotte fan when she's on WWE, but she is my main tech now for my female division and will stay that way for, well, basically until I burn out on her. So, with all of that, once again, I'm going to say it for the third time. Thank you so much, Simon, for your help. I greatly appreciate you, brother. And I'm going to leave the rest of you the same way I always do. Life can be fun. You allow it to be. We'll see you in the next one.